So ChatGPT 5.6 is here, and if you are a digital marketer or marketer, this is a great deal for you because you will able to do any sorts of task or automations very easily. Now, why this is a great deal? It's because with Claude there is a lot of complications. You have to deal with code, co-work, and then chat. And at the same time, Claude, we are hearing a lot of complaints that the tokens is getting consumed very easily. But with Codex, you will get the simple and one entire workspace for yourself where you'll able to perform any sorts of automations very easily. And this is the ideal implementation every marketer should be doing this year. Now in this video I'm going to show you a couple of important things. First, using Codex as a marketer, how to run Codex with a new model even if you never touched code. If you are a beginner, you're not understanding anything about Codex, or you've heard Codex for the first time, this video will give you the entire guidance. That means I'm going to teach you Codex from scratch till the advanced level. Second, I will be showing building live automations. So I've built around 3 automations which is working right now for me. And after watching this video, you'll be able to build an automation for yourself as well. Third, one interesting thing, we are going to build a live app called Campaign Studio. The main event will be a real marketing app where I'll be building this app, where this app will perform certain important tasks which we spend a lot of time as a marketer. And then at the end you'll get the free resources. So whatever I'm showing in this video, whatever you'll see, you'll get the entire resources so that you can build everything for your own. So without any further ado, let me start the video and let's understand everything about Codex, especially with the new model of ChatGPT 5.6. And if you're watching this video for the first time, my name is Vikrant Yadav. I moved to the UK as a digital marketer. So if you're interested in marketing, do subscribe and stay connected with us by joining our community. Link of that community is in the description below. Okay, to understand Codex, I'm going to share the screen and we'll understand how you will able to install. Now, first thing you need to understand is to use ChatGPT 5.6 and Codex, you of course need Plus subscription. Without that, you're not able to use Codex, all the features of Codex. So when I start the app, the Codex app, which is again earlier it used to known as Codex only, but now it is ChatGPT Codex. You will need to give access. So it starts with asking your approval. So you can go with approve for me. So every time you give any access, you will need to give approval, or you can give full access if you want to create any sorts of agent, or if you don't have anything sensitive inside your computer or laptop, you can give full access. So first you'll start with giving access, and second you will need to create a file inside your computer. So in my case, I've taken work as a project. I can click on plus and I can create any other project as well. If I click on local, I can start with secure all the data, or whatever chat I'm doing, I can do it on cloud or I can do it locally. So I do it locally. So to showcase you, I'll click on start from scratch and I'll add any project and I'll click on save. And whenever I'll do any sorts of chats, or if I will create anything, that will be sitting inside that particular project. So the first feature which I wanted to show is we have a lot of tasks, basic to-do list which we do as a marketer on daily basis. One of them is understanding what is going on inside the marketing world. So to do that, I'll build some automation. So for automations, you need to go to schedule. Even before going to schedule, I'll show you there are a lot of plugins which is available. So to set up, again, you first give access. You will choose where you want to secure your file, and then you will click on plugins, or you can directly click on settings. So when you click on settings, you can directly go to plugins. Since I have already activated a lot of plugins inside this codex, I'm not going to enable them again. But if you're just starting out, I highly recommend that you enable browser. If you have Chrome browser, enable this as well, so that if you perform any sorts of task or automation and you want codex agent to see what is happening on that website or anything which you want to do, you can enable Chrome, or if you have any other browser, you can always enable that. And then the most important part is computer use. So throughout the entire automations or any work you'll do, you will need browser, Chrome, and computer use a lot. So this is what you're going to see, how to use these three important plugins. And there are a few more plugins which I have activated: Canva, which is useful, Figma, Manus, and then Slack and Gmail. So if I want to see the recent email or if I want to draft any email automatically, I can use this plugin as well. When you click on environments, you'll able to see that I have added only two projects. I do all the work as of now inside this work or codex. So as I was telling you, when you start this codex, you have to add your own project. So when I click on add project, I can either do this locally. So let's say if I want to start any other project, I'll click on desktop, or I will go on documents, and I'll create one more folder here only. Or if I want to upload all sorts of input here, I can do this. I can directly click on work and then I can click on open. So this is the basics which you should know. Now we will start with our first task, that is automation. So I'll click on scheduled, and these are the three automations which is currently active, and you can see it on the screen. So first one is weekly SEO opportunity report. So these are the prompt I've given: create a concise weekly SEO opportunity report for my website. Research the current public web presence of vikrantwal.com and current search and industry signals. Produce five SEO pro opportunities ranked by likely impact and effort. And then other important factor I've taken: use current credible sources and include links. So if I want to run, I can rightly click on run in new task, use Codex as the project, and then I've opted the current model for this is 5.6 Sol. So this is one automation. Now, if I want to run, what I'll do is I'll click on run now. And if you see, this particular automation is actively running in the background. So normally I schedule this every Monday at 9 a.m. I'll able to see all the important opportunities which is there out now for my blog. So this is one sets of automations which you can do. I'll share the entire prompt. If you want to customize this for any other report which you want to add for your own website, you can always do that. Okay. Second one is weekly marketing news. And I think this is one more important bits which we do as a marketer. So research the most important developments from the past 7 days in the SEO, Google search, content marketing, LinkedIn AI marketing, paid media, and creator marketing, and then produce the seven most important update, each with plain English summary and source link. I want to add source link in every article or everything which I'm getting, so that I can see the source of the truth. So this is one more marketing digest where I read whatever I get, and then based on the source, I'll able to see whether this article is useful for me. If I can produce any sorts of content on LinkedIn, or if I want to do any content on YouTube itself, I can do that. So even this is quite useful. Again, if I want to do, this is currently running and it will be available in next 5 days. But if I want to run, I can directly run right away to see the results. Next, so these are the recommendation done by the SEO agent. So the first one is, it start with, if I scroll up, okay. So how to measure AEO 9 AI visibility metrics that connects to revenue. So these are the primary keyword which suggested. Intent is informational, commercial, and investigations. Audience will be the main audience of the funnel, that is consideration stage. And then these are the angle. So the priority is 5, and if I scroll down, I can see more options for me. The things which I like about this entire automation is the source and the outline, or you can say the angle. So this is 5 to, I think I've got around 10 or more than that, 12 article which I can publish as a blog or any sorts of content piece. So if you see, it has given some idea that I can do this on ad school as well. Now if I run this as well, I'll get the entire news from last 7 days. And then apart from the blog topic generator, I have given SEO opportunity report as well. It will be available in next 3 days. So this is one important activity which you can perform inside Codex, that is creating your own automations. Okay, so this is the first part of the video where you have to perform automations inside Codex. Next up, which is very important part, is for you to create your own app. Before that, I will show you few examples of how I'm using Codex. So this is basically one example which I wanted to show. I've given this, that this is the website I want to fix the current header problem, because whenever I scroll, I can see the logo is coming down and all those things. So this Codex literally fixed the entire thing for me without me doing anything manually. And I'm going to show you similar example one more time. And Codex has the access of the website. Now let me show you one more interesting case study. I want you to open x9media.io and see if you can add a separate blog section. Do it live and let me know once that task is completed. So I'll click on enter, and you will see the task will be completed by Codex. Before doing this thing, I've actually given the access of my WordPress. I've given the admin access. I've given the computer use plugin access, and then Chrome browser access as well, as I've shown you at the initial phase. So now if you see, it will go live on my Chrome browser and perform this activity. And I'll show you while Codex will perform this activity on Chrome. So I'll get back to my Chrome and we'll see how Codex will open their browser. Let me see if it's open the browser inside the Codex app only or inside the Chrome with the new update. So I've got the blog content, and now I'll ask Codex to write that blog for me. So I have added this blog now. I'm going to ask Codex to write this blog for me on WordPress. So here is the blog I want you to publish. Before publishing this blog, make sure you format the blog correctly and add lot of good animation, starting with header, where you have to summarize this blog with the current AI availability. That means the blog should be visible on ChatGPT, Claude, and Perplexity. Make that as a summary and then publish the blog with all the important sections. Now I'll click on enter. So this is something which I like about Codex. Without consuming a lot of tokens, you'll see that Codex will perform this task on my behalf. It will add title, it will add animations which I want, a good header, and then footer as I suggested. But then you need to understand one thing, that I've given a lot of context for this brand already with ChatGPT. So, which means I've shared the brand guidelines, I've shared the kind of content I want to write, or why I don't want to include any AI words or any common notions which is available, whenever you write content with AI. So you will notice that inside that blog. So this is almost done, as you can see. The exact thing which I wanted. Now I can add more animations or any kind of imagery which I want using the same prompt, or I can add few follow-ups and the blog will look amazing. Okay, so the next one, as we've discussed earlier, we are going to create the app called Campaign Studio, and I have given the prompt and generated the entire app so that we save a good amount of time. So the prompt is built a polished responsive web app called Campaign Studio for marketers. So this will be for marketers or anyone who is doing any sorts of marketing research. User can choose one angle, which can show campaign dashboard containing target audience, value propositions, campaign narrative, and three paid ad concepts, and few more detail. use realistic demo data and make the generation process visually clear. The main presentation flow must take less than 5 minutes. Do not add authentication, billing, or real publishing integration as of now. So, this is the entire campaign studio which is live now, and you can try the same prompt and create the same thing for yourself. And this is just one example which I have created, and this app I already have live on my local system. So if you have any other concept, you can work on it. But if you want to create similar kind of function for yourself, you can always do that. So this took me roughly around 5 minutes, and at the end I've got the result. You have to understand one important thing, that whenever you create any kind of app on Codex or any other platform for that sake, you're not able to generate the entire output into index html. So you have to make the entire app live in your local host server. So the campaign studio is live now after this, and then I'm going to put a prompt. So I already have picked a product in my mind and I wanted to test with this product. So I'll take first one, that is try product signups, or let me take generate qualified leads, and then we are going to generate positioning angles. Okay, results is quite fast, so it is live now. So the first one is from chaos to clarity, second outcome late, third one is category. I'll go with move at the speed of thought. So I'll ask this app to build the campaign with the outcome led option. Okay, so now I can see the target audience, the primary audience, the value propositions, and the campaign narrative, and the paid social concept. Now, this is again a great idea for me to at least understand what kind of campaign the brand can target, or if I put any other brand, for instance, I'll have a lot of ideas to check and test. We have landing page as well, and then launch email. So we have roughly everything, and we have got 7-day content calendar. Now what I can do is I can directly copy this and use this in my marketing or in my marketing material. So this is one important use case which I want you guys to test, and I think as a marketer you should be definitely testing this, especially this year, by the way, so that you will able to become a top 1% marketer. Now if you like the video, do subscribe, and if you want to know more about ad school, and then if you don't know about ad school is a community which I've started, where I am doing live cohort with few number of people, where you will able to learn everything about paid ad and funnels, landing pages. These are the top skills. I'm also including AO in that. For 90 days you'll be connecting with me, learning with me. So live link of this community is there in the description, and along with that, whatever I've showed you, the resources of this entire codex is there in the description. So go and check it out, and I'll see you in the next video.